right, hello everybody. Welcome to Taped Crusaders. This is the podcast that reviews every single crappy superhero thing ever made. I'm your co-host Mike L, and as always I'm joined by Bex Luthor.
That's me, unfortunately.
So
I'm the one who watched this, so.
No, yeah, we're doing Misfits of Science today. So this is the show that I watched as a kid, and I want to know, Becca, had you heard of this show before this episode?
No, I hadn't.
Okay.
Out of all of the things I have heard of, this was not one of them.
Interesting. Okay, so, obviously, now that you've seen it, what do you think, what comic book property does this remind you of the most?
I don't know.
Well, there's got to be a team of people who are just learning to use their powers that they're born with. Does it remind you of X-Men?
A little, but like 3 people have powers. One of them is a probation officer. One
of them's called Iceman, kind of. But anyway.
Yeah, and then I did read that he's only in this episode.
True. This is true. Okay, so why don't we just tell everybody what this is? It was
vaguely X-Men-like.
Vaguely, yeah, not exactly, but and apparently the president of NBC or whoever, he said that he was inspired, or somebody was inspired by National Enquirer, right? Just like these stories of people with fantastic abilities, like psychic abilities, or they can bend a spoon or whatever. In either case, it's a cool idea. Execution's another question. But I certainly have fond memories of this. And let me just tell you, I think I mentioned this last episode, but I came this close to forcing you to watch Automan and Manimal and a bunch of other pseudo superheroes. So
I'll watch Manimal. That sounds fun. I think I made the same joke last time. I was like, that sounds great.
Yeah, well, you might not be saying that if you actually watched it.
Automan? Is he just a transformer?
No, Automan is more like Tron, but in the real world.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a little different. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's probably not worse than Tron Ares, so
there you go.
We could do it.
There you go. Maybe one day. So this show is basically a group of scientists are working on something. They kind of get fired, and then they decide to collect together this team and do stuff.
They do things.
The thing is
things happen.
Yeah, I mean, I can see exactly. Put it this way, I think I can see exactly how they should have done it, and they didn't do that.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I was so I read the brief synopsis that the Google AI forced upon me when I looked up the Wikipedia entry for this, and that was all I had going into it. It was not helpful at all. 1, Google AI is not helpful at all, just in general. But 2, I thought this was about a bunch of high schoolers and their teacher.
Sure.
Not that at all.
Not that at all. Although that would have been better.
Even remotely about a teacher and high schoolers. That would have been
closer to X-Men, right?
Yeah. No, this one's about 2 guys who are friends, I guess, and they work for the government in a secret, weird military facility where they study weird things happening. And they get fired because the government's like, this is a waste of money. Of taxpayers' money. And then they're like, anyway, but then they find out that the government has stolen their projects, has kidnapped their old professor, and is torturing him, so they have to save him. So they gather up all of the previous characters they've discovered through not us seeing them discover them, but they've already discovered them. But they rediscover them. And then they make a team, and then they rescue their professor. And get their jobs back? I'm not sure. There's a big, they all die. I forgot. It's a big explosion.
Okay, well, here's the thing is, in my opinion, just based on what it is, if they would have cut out all those stupid scenes with the generals and the military all talking, right? if they would completely cut out that freaking Iceman character who kept saying, Amelia, Amelia.
Yeah, and the
God,
joke is that apparently he's Amelia Earhart's love interest,
right.
which is
Why?
never confirmed at all
No,
that that's the Amelia.
it's like 5-year-old level like writing of, oh, he's saying Amelia and he's from the 1920s, so it must be Amelia Earhart.
Yeah, not a popular name in the 20s at all for women.
Exactly.
Only
Right.
one.
Right.
But what's funny apparently is they cut him out of the rest of the show, which is probably for the best, but they keep the ice cream truck because they drive around
Yes. Yes.
their mystery machine is an ice cream truck because they have to
Mhm.
keep the Iceman cold, otherwise he'll die. I don't understand. I don't.
Like Mr. Freeze, I guess, right?
Oh, okay, he needs a suit. That makes sense. I was like more under the impression that they wanted to defrost him to save him, but they keep frosting him.
I think they have to, as far as I know, because I
Yeah.
think they say there's a certain temperature he can't go above. Yeah.
Yeah, or else he'll explode.
Right. Or something.
Yeah. So they drive around in an ice cream truck, and they keep the ice cream truck, which is really funny out of context. If you like go into this not watching the pilot, and like, I wonder why they drive in an ice cream truck because they don't have the Iceman. A lot of this was charming, and a lot of this was not. Ice cream truck, charming. Main character, hated.
I couldn't stand him. We should why don't we quickly run down the characters and then the rest of it will come to us. So the lead character, do you have the list there of the actors?
His name is Dr. Billy Hayes, played by Dean Paul Martin.
Okay, so do you
Rest
know
in peace.
Yeah, do you know who he's related to?
Steve Martin.
No, the Dean Martin from the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra's buddy. Yeah. So this guy is annoying as fuck.
It's really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, and it's sad that he died soon after, but he's still annoying.
Like really soon after this. Like they filmed the season and then he died in a tragic plane crash. Moving on. Back to his acting performance. Like, I'm sure that nice man didn't deserve to die in a plane crash. Character, maybe the worst main character in any of the things that we've watched in like the last little bit.
Yep.
Like, I'd rather watch Daredevil with frickin' Ben Affleck than this man.
This guy is just so obnoxious, and I didn't remember that it was a comedy, right? Because I was a kid. I was like, oh, this is serious. I didn't realize it was a comedy, and he's trying so hard to be funny, but he's not funny at all.
He's not funny at all.
Cocky and
a misogynist and disgustingly sexist. And I understand it's the 80s, but like very gross. Like that's one of his main character traits is that he's constantly objectifying women. And I'm like, a real leader. Let's put him on a team with a teenage girl.
Yeah. Terrible lead character. Yep. Just
take out all the parts of him that are an asshole. And I think it could have been fine if he was like a genuinely like nice guy who cared about science. But no part of this character is likable, which is upsetting because he's the main character.
Agree. He was the complete wrong choice as an actor, and he was written poorly. And now we should point out he has no superpowers.
He has no superpowers. He is just a scientist who studies weird things. I don't think he's very good at that either. So
yeah.
The only reason he's on the team is because he got everyone together.
Does it say what year this came out?
October 4th, 1985 to February 21st, 1986.
Okay, which confirms my suspicion because I thought I heard someone say it was sort of inspired by Ghostbusters, and that makes sense. He was probably trying to be the Bill Murray of the team, but it didn't work because he's not funny.
Because he's not Bill Murray. Yeah.
And he's not Bill Murray. Yeah.
Unfortunately, when Bill Murray is flirting with women, the women are reciprocated that flirting, and like it's funny because like you're like, this dopey guy, but he's like a really good flirt. And like all of these ladies like him. That's why it's funny. It's not funny because they're like, ew, don't touch me. Can someone call the police?
He's definitely, Bill Murray's definitely a weirdo, but he's not like creepy. He's just a buffoon.
Yes. This man, there was a lot of weird shots in this because like, are they in like Miami or something like that? It's very vaguely American beach town. but there's like roller skating babes roller
Mhm.
skating by. And my God, did I wish I was like, I hope those extras are okay.
Mhm.
Eh,
Yeah, it was just it's like I could see how they could excise certain things out of the show to make it somewhat good or somewhat appealing, but there was just too much crap in it. And like I said, besides him, I really hated the military being there. It just they irritated me, all of them. It really bugged me.
well, they were such like bad caricatures when like
Hmm.
a lot of the other characters are not.
Right.
Like some of them are very stereotypical, but like they're played a little bit straighter than these big military guys with their giant cigars
Yeah.
in this big over room talking about money and government. And I'm like, this
Hmm.
sucks.
Yeah.
Is this what people think it is?
Hmm.
Um, it was a rough watch, especially because this is a pilot for a TV show, but I think it's an hour too long.
Hey, here's the thing. I'm gonna say, compared to a lot of the other things we watched from this era, like Captain America, and I don't remember what else we watched from this era, but this show was definitely way more polished and more professional. Like it was put together like a real Hollywood production as far as the shooting and editing, right? It's
Yes,
just that the characters, yeah,
I found it was the writing and the character and the acting.
yeah,
Whereas with something like Captain America, there's like a 40-second shot of Captain America standing in line at the vet holding a cat. And I'm like, that's not it.
right,
What are we doing? Whereas
right,
here,
right,
at
right.
least they would cut it and be like, oh, he's standing in line at the vet, the cat, move on. Like
Yeah,
it would be like
yeah,
not. They know how to make a TV show, at least.
yes,
It's paced. If you cut out all the military scenes, it's paced fine.
yeah. You're right though. It was way too long. You're totally right about that. You're totally right about that.
Because
I
I like
kind of.
checked my phone when I had like a half hour left. I was like, what is gonna happen? What is going?
Mhm,
There's a 30 minutes left. I was like, I thought we were wrapping this up.
mhm. I really think, yeah, I kind of wish we would have watched like the second episode, but you kind of got to start at the beginning, right?
We could watch the second episode later and then do a comparison of what they improved upon. Because
Hmm.
this pilot got greenlit for one season.
I'm surprised you'd be willing to watch more episodes of this,
Well,
but
they're probably shorter, right?
yeah, I'm sure they're 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But anyway, but let's keep talking about these wonderful actors here. Who do you got next on your list?
Dr. Elvin Lincoln, played by
See the
Kevin Peter Hall.
see the shrinking guy?
Yes, I liked him.
He was fine. There was nothing wrong with him. Yeah,
I
he was
thought he
fine.
was fine. Um, he was fine. Yeah,
And
no, he is one of the scientists, and he his big character arc is that he's tall. He's a very tall man, the
yes.
actor. And his character arc is that he hates basketball. And he doesn't want to play basketball, but everyone wants him to play basketball.
Right.
We should, if some people haven't seen it, he's a very tall black man, and so
Hmm.
like the other tall black men in the show are like, "Hey man, play basketball
Hmm.
with us," and he's like,
Hmm.
"No, I'm more than my height. I'm also bad at basketball." So what he does is he makes a serum that can make him shrink because he wants to be short, normal height. Well, normal.
Hmm.
I don't know how short he wanted to go. His friend is a short man, so like there was a big discrepancy. So he
Sure.
wants to be like regular human height, not tall height. And it obviously goes wrong, and now he has the ability to shrink down to like I don't like
6 inches or
6 inches.
something. Yeah.
He's not that small. Like he's not like Ant-Man small.
No.
He's just kind of small.
Yeah. He looked like a Barbie doll walking around or something,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
And his clothes don't shrink with him, obviously. And that's a recurring gag. Every time he shrinks, he's naked. Um,
Which is more realistic than Ant-Man or Atom, right? Who
yeah.
their clothes shrink with them. So,
Well, with Adam, he's like shrinking molecules, right? So
oh,
it makes
yeah,
sense
no,
that he's
yeah.
shrinking.
No, I know it makes sense. Yeah, I know. But I
Sorry,
know.
someone's gonna comment and be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
actually, Adam
yeah,
it's not that he's shrinking." Shut up. We know.
yeah. Uh-huh.
But and like they make it this gag, and he's like, "Where are my clothes?" And he's just like the most shredded dude you've ever seen in the
Right.
80s. So he's like, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so attractive." And I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
what is going on?"
I know, right?
Yeah. It's we were in a weird phase of watching TV shows where the lead actor is incredibly ripped and is pretending that he's not.
Of course, right. Just like if they wanted to make a girl quote ugly, they just give her glasses, right? That's how you know she's ugly. Yeah.
And a ponytail.
There you go. Yep.
And then she takes both of those things off, and oh my God, wow, she's beautiful this whole time.
Right.
I never noticed.
Exactly. Yep.
But and then I really like the character arc where at the end of the episode, he has to basketball pass something. I don't remember what it was, like a helmet or something, to main character Doctor, and he's proven to be bad at basketball this whole time, but he makes the pass and saves the day.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, basketball and friendship is what's important.
I've actually, and just like you, we're both kind of streaming this on our phones just to kind of like refresh our memories as we go here. But who do you have? A
decent amount of fluff.
Well, I'm 28 minutes in, and it's still just the first two guys. We haven't been introduced to any of the other characters yet. If maybe in cameos, but nothing. Now they're going to. I'm at the point where they're going to the desert. And they're meeting, oh no, the cool guy. 34 minutes in, they meet the cool guy.
What's crazy is at the beginning of this episode, there's a whole team of scientists in this like lab. And I was like, oh, this girl has a personality. This guy has a this guy's the nerd. This girl, she's like the pretty one, whatever. Like they were cookie cutter, whatever. And then they are not in the show.
Wiped out. Yep. Let's get rid of them all.
They're all fired. So the next guy is, what is his name? His name is... Oh, I guess we kind of talked about the Iceman, too. He's at the very beginning.
Yes, we talked about him.
He doesn't have
annoying.
He just says Amelia and can turn things cold.
Right. And he kind of looks like the old Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, but like a caveman. Like he's like frozen in time and is not really a character. What's his name? Mark Thomas Miller as Johnny Bukowski.
Johnny
B.
I do not like this type of character.
Johnny B. Good?
Got it on my nerve. Oh, God. The Chuck Berry. Hey, I love Chuck Berry, but this guy just drove me up the wall.
Picture the most, like, stereotypical leather jacket, 50s rock and roll guy you can. That's this guy. But just take out any semblance of personality. His personality is that he loves Chuck Berry. And he has electricity powers because he got into a stage accident at a show. And he secludes himself in the desert because he doesn't want to... I don't think he cares about hurting people. He just is in the desert now. So, like, after Tweedledee and Tweedledum, the first two scientists, go, like, searching for people to join their superhero team to save their old professor who was kidnapped by the American government. The first person they recruit is Johnny B, the guitarist, who is the worst.
I can't stand him.
Like,
thinks he's cool.
Yes.
He's got sunglasses on in like inside, you know what I mean? Like he's just at night.
Written that everyone else thinks he's cool, and it's the least cool thing that you could possibly see. He's also gross. Which I'll get back to that when we start talking about a different character. That is, again,
yes.
I understand it. It's 1985. However, they make a note that this character is 17. They state specifically that she is a minor constantly. And who does she make out with?
So we want to jump to our next actor then?
We're just gonna skip the rest. I guess that's all Johnny B was. He's the strongest member of the team because his powers actually do things.
I mean, yeah, he's got a cool power, the power of controlling electricity. Yeah. Which in comics there would be Electro, there'd be Lightning Lad, right? It's a common trope in superheroes, right?
Yeah, any of the Black Lightning family.
Black Lightning
characters. Yeah. Storm.
Storm, yeah.
Infinitely cooler characters. Yeah, no, this guy sucked. He was just kind of boring. And they wanted to... Yeah, and annoying. Unlike the first guy who is not boring, but annoying.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
So then the second superpowered individual they recruit is Courtney Cox.
Yep.
Shout out to Courtney Cox as Gloria Dinalo. She's Italian for sure. She is a 17-year-old that they point this out. She is 17. She's a troubled teen who has psychic abilities. And
Like Jean Grey, kind of.
Yes, she can like move stuff with her mind. She's not like telepathic. She's
No,
like telekinetic.
kinetic, right?
Yeah. And she's very troubled. You could tell that by her haircut and her ripped jeans and the fact that we're introduced to her in a jail cell.
Right.
She seems very scarred emotionally by the world. So that's cool.
What do you think about the effect they use when they just go to like negative color to show her powers?
I didn't hate it. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine. It's fine for 1985.
Yeah, it's like a way to show something that you can't really see, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, we can after we talk about the characters, we can talk about the special effects because I didn't dislike them.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to that.
And then Gloria also comes with she 2-for-1 deal. She comes with her probation officer, whose name is Miss Nance.
I forgot. Okay, let me.
No, wait, no, that's a different one. What's her probation officer's name is? She's not in the credits. That's so funny. Oh, Jennifer Holmes as Jane Miller. She's just a lady.
I'm bringing her up right now. What is she? I don't even remember her. What does she look like?
She has short blonde hair.
Oh, I got you. I see her now. But she didn't do anything. She had no powers or anything, right?
No, she was just the teenage girl's probation officer. So she came with them because she was like, oh, you can't just take Gloria for a superhero team to break into the military. I'll go too.
Right.
Ma'am?
Right.
I need somebody to come and like check out this caseworker because I don't think she's doing the best for the kids.
Right.
And then she also makes out with the douchebag misogynist at the end.
Yes, that was unfortunate. Yes, it was.
Yeah, because like out of all of the men.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Gloria and her probation worker come together. They are very close, which is crazy. Their relationship it's basically like her mom, but it's not her mom.
Right,
because she's too troubled to have a mom. So
I'm not kidding. I only watched this a week ago, and I erased the probation officer from my memory. If I wasn't rewatching it on my phone, I would totally forget she existed.
I just was baffled of her inclusion. I was like, we need another non-superpowered individual on this team. We're breaking into a government facility. This seems like such a liability.
Right.
And it was.
So, wait a minute. Is that it? Is there just the shrinking guy, Courtney Cox with the mind powers?
Mm-hmm. Her probation officers.
Oh, and then the ice guy. And then the cool guy. So there's only 4 people with powers. And we lose the Iceman. Yeah,
shrinking, electricity, telepathy, and ice.
But Iceman leaves.
Yeah.
Unless they replace him with somebody.
They must replace him.
That's crazy.
I don't recall, but I didn't watch any of the other episodes. How would I recall that? But yeah, that's it. And then the only other character is, besides the military people, the scientists have a secretary that they keep going back to.
Who was she?
Her name's Diane Savita.
Okay.
She's like just sitting there on the phone and like lying for them.
Okay.
Constantly.
I barely remember her, but I'll look for her right now.
She didn't need to be in the show either. They like panned her for comedic effect.
Okay. Oh yes. Oh no, I'm thinking of someone. I just saw when they show flashes of people watching TV. There's an actress I remembered, and I thought it was her, but it's not. She's playing someone else. She's just playing a random viewer.
Okay. Yeah, because during this whole like the Misfits of Science, they are trying to like break into this government facility. The whole reason is because the government is trying to make this weapon.
Oh God!
Is clean energy weapon. So there's no side effects to shooting off this weapon. And the idea is that the government wants to make. They're trying to tell people to be like, oh, this is if this like test of the facility goes smoothly. So all of these government agencies are trying to break into this facility where they're going to house the weapon. If that goes well, then the government's going to get the A-OK to build the weapon. Spoiler alert, they've already built the weapon. So the Misfits of Science are trying to prove to the world that the weapon already exists in order to inform everybody of the truth and then maybe do something about it. Vague, but that's what like they're gathering these people, and also their scientist friend is kidnapped. So they're like going to rescue him, and then they're going to showcase the truth. And then the media is following this group of superheroes the whole time and being like, "Oh, we love the misfits of science because they're like trying to show us the truth." And so people all over the country are watching them on TV, like throughout the episode. So we keep panning back to people watching them on TV. Like asshole guy's mom is in a hair salon the entire show.
Yep.
And she keeps fainting every time she sees him on TV.
Uh-huh.
And then the basketball players at the beginning were like, "Oh, that's the guy that we wanted to play basketball with."
But we should also point out that it is so awkwardly staged because what happens is the Misfits of Science. Oh, by the way, we should say they have uniforms. They have T-shirts that say Misfits of Science,
which are reused basketball T-shirts. I'm pretty sure it was for like. It originally was for like the sports team for their scientist organization.
Okay, yeah, I completely forgot about that. But it's not very stylish. It just says Misfits of Science. It's just a
T-shirt
in pink letters on like a black background. I don't know, a white shirt. But when they try to stop this weapon, they basically have a graphic of like a swirling whatever, and they go up to it, and then this is obviously just it's not a set, it's like a real facility, right? But the way that the staging is there's like this weird, not a railing, but like a little wall in front of it, and it's like they climb the wall and then hide behind it, and the army's lined up about 20 feet away with their guns drawn. But then it's just so awkward because then they climb into it, and then the military is going to shoot them. But I know that it's a stupid show, but it just seems so ridiculous. What is the army going to shoot at? A bunch of kids, and then they're climbing into this like tornado thing, and then they follow them. But then the special effects are so low budget that when they get inside it, it's not really a tornado, right? They have to like, it just becomes like a tunnel kind of. Yeah, sorry, I'm going back and watching it. It's like a tunnel.
I was like, where are you?
It's like I'm at basically 119. It's
okay.
the what's it called? The tunnel is almost made of like, not tinfoil, but some type of tinfoilish surface. It's not bad, but it just doesn't match the graphic of what it looked like before they went into it. You know, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and then the government these like military men fly off in the helicopter with this big ultimate weapon and just kill these people.
Yeah,
in front of the entire media.
Mm-hmm.
And then it doesn't work, and they explode themselves, and everybody dies, and everyone cheers.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. So, I'm sure you have lots of nostalgia for this. And
well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I watched it all as a kid. I remember it. Like there were certain things, like for example, the shrinking guy. I remember that from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I remember Courtney Cox.
Sometimes the shrinking, it looks pretty good. Like when they do that, they do like the forced perspective stuff.
Sure.
And when it works really well. Obviously budget limitary restrictions. It's not like looking like Gandalf and Frodo, like.
No, not quite.
But it's fine. I get it.
Yeah, it does. It gets the job done, right?
The Iceman's special effects are fine. They just use a lot of dry ice.
I'm gonna scroll back to see more Iceman at the beginning. Yeah, he's okay. I mean, he doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, somebody cared.
Yeah, I mean, the white on blue, always, that's how you do, cold, right? That's how you know that he's cold. So that works. You already mentioned the shrinking, that's fine. Courtney Cox with the negative color, that's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah, and I mean, there is a couple times when she'd like move stuff with their mind, like people.
Right.
Like she has people shoot up the ceiling. The wire work there is fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the worst. I feel like telekinesis is one of those things that's easy to practically do. You just fishing line on everything.
Totally right. Yep.
And then, honestly, the electrical special effects were the best. They weren't bad.
I'm looking for them right now to refresh my memory. I remember them being okay, definitely.
They used them a lot, so that makes me think that they weren't that expensive.
Right. I wonder if it was just as simple as like drawing electricity on the frame or something, or some cheap like video effect that they could have just added.
Yeah, like it didn't add a
Darn it,
million.
I'm skipping through and I can't find any examples, but if you
I
can find
know.
some,
I'm
right?
trying.
If you can find it, let me know.
Yeah, because the entire last half of the episode, he's like tapped out of
Yeah.
electricity. So that makes me think maybe it is actually expensive. Because then he doesn't do it like the whole last half of the show.
Okay, I found one. He's at 53 and he's charging up and his hands are basically turning kind of like they're glowing kind of blue and he's rocking to Chuck Berry.
Yeah, Chuck Berry is happening also.
Yeah, I mean, and then his eyes are kind of glowing. Yeah, and he's like shooting. Yeah, he's shooting electrical bolts, which is probably animation or something, and then it just creates like a spark explosion. So it's fine. Like it's funny because at this time X-Men was really popular, and I'm sure it was considered for a TV show. And I mean, it couldn't have been worse than Captain America or I mean, the Hulk was a good show, but I think they could have pulled it off. They could have done a half decent version of X-Men. I think.
Um, Maybe.
It wouldn't have
But
looked great, but
would they have put the budget required to make a half decent version of X-Men?
no, it probably would have been exactly this, right?
Yes, it would have been exactly this. And
Hmm.
but maybe they could have gotten like some writers who actually cared to
Yeah, that
write the dialogue.
unlikely at this time though.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Uh-huh.
not fine, but it's over, so that makes it fine.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's funny because I this is one of those ones that I've been excited about for a very, very long time because I knew I wanted to revisit this because I saw it as a kid and I always thought, how come more people don't talk about this? And now I know why.
This video doesn't even have that many views. It's just on YouTube. You can just watch the pilot
Yeah,
episode for free on
right.
YouTube right now,
It's got 137,000 views, so
which is a lot, but it's been posted for 8 years.
right. So clearly it doesn't have a lot of fans in 2025, right?
Yeah. No.
The electric
Unfortunately.
guy, sorry, I just want to say that when he's shooting, it actually is pretty cool because his hands are both glowing, and I like that. So,
Yeah. And I did like that he like shoots off like pulses of electricity. He doesn't just
mhm.
like Darth Sidious
Right, right.
electricity. It's at least a little different. Maybe it's cheaper.
So before we talk about any more about the X-Men, you've actually said you could watch more episodes of the show.
I just need to know, does a grown man kiss a teenage girl more than once?
Okay.
Because in this episode, a grown man kisses a teenage girl once, but he also kisses another grown man.
I didn't notice that. Who did he kiss?
He kisses Billy.
Ah, okay.
They're like celebrating and he kisses both of them.
Hmm.
I was like, whoa, it's 1985.
A
Okay?
progressive superhero show,
It,
1985.
it's not played
Hmm.
in that kind of a way, but I was just like, what is happening? And then obviously the teenage girl has a crush on this music guy the whole
Right.
time, and it's so awful.
Hmm.
It is an awful, awful character arc for her because the whole time she's like, you don't even want me. Nobody wants me. And then that never gets resolved.
Hmm.
She just continues to hate herself for the rest of the episode.
Well, maybe they'll revisit that in future episodes, right?
Don't. You could date a teenager if you're a teenager. I don't feel like that's too controversial to say. Because, like, they're trying to play that this guy's in his young 20s or whatever. This guy's
Mhm.
35.
Is he an actor who's 35? Or sorry, is his character 35 or just the actor 35?
Both. I think both.
Oh,
They don't. They
yikes.
don't. They don't state it all. Actually,
Mm,
unfortunately, his actor doesn't have a Wikipedia page for me to click the link onto, so I do not know.
mm. So the thing is with this cast of people, it seems a little bit lopsided. Like we have one scientist with no powers, another scientist with powers. We have the Iceman, but he's a guy with a mustache and he doesn't say anything except Amelia. Then we have one teenager, but then we have the cool guy. And to me, I mean, one reason the X-Men works is that the original team, they're all teenagers. That was cool. That was a cool idea, right? With one mentor.
Yes,
And it seems like
because
this, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say no. That as a concept just typically works very well.
Right. Or even like Fantastic Four, a family of a group of friends and family gets superpowers. But this group, there's not really a theme, right? It's just random ages, random everything.
Yeah, they don't come together. They're like recruited, and none of the people really have a reason to be part of this team other than, oh, I don't got anything else going on.
Right. Right.
Right? Whereas, like, obviously the X-Men are all connected by being mutants and shunned by society. The Fantastic Four is a literal family.
Uh-huh.
Same with, like, the Power Pack, literal family.
Uh-huh.
But these are just people. These are just a group of randos that just kind of joined up together.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me think of the show. Have you ever seen the show Misfits? It's like a superhero TV show.
Based on the Marvel Misfits, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen it, no. Wait a minute, Misfits? I was thinking of Runaways.
No, yeah, I was like, I didn't think Misfits. I thought Misfits was original. It's like a British superhero
Gotcha. Okay,
show
okay.
from a while ago.
You know what? Wait a minute. This is the show that Brian Kelly from Detroit Comics used to tell me about. Is it a really good show?
We talked about it together, him and
Okay.
I, because we were both watching it. I really liked it. I never finished it. It kind of got weird at the end.
Interesting.
But all of those characters come together because they are all on probation together.
Okay.
So I found a lot of like parallels with this because there's like one girl on probation, but it's like these kids all meet up because they're all for some reason delinquents. And then a big electrical storm thing happens and people get superpowers and then plots go on. But I find that those characters, obviously it is a much better written show.
Sure.
But like the characters have like purpose for being together.
Sure.
Other than just, oh, we need to make a team and I know these guys. It's like, well, how do you know them? I want to know how you know them.
Uh-huh. Good point. Yes, there's a lot of things that are ideas that are undercooked that could have been developed. Again, cut out the military, just cut that out. Because I think that when you have like a small scale show like this, it's just like Stranger Things. It worked in the first 2 seasons, but then once they started expanding it to now you have the military and the Russians and all this crap, I think it really ruins the show because it loses its small scale charm. Right?
Yeah,
this would have been better.
I don't care about the Russians. I care about 11, and that she's not even in half the show anymore.
Right.
So, yeah, this is a weird one.
You know what's interesting? One interesting fact. This is not a show that I love, but did you know that one of these creators went on to write for Heroes or even create Heroes, I think?
Ooh, who?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
But if you're on the Wikipedia page, if you like search through, I don't know, maybe hit find Heroes, it'll probably show it in there. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I read that.
There was a DVD release of this. Let's see. I didn't see that.
While you're doing that, I'm going to look up that TV show Misfits. Oh, they all have orange outfits on, 5 seasons?
Jumpsuits, yeah.
Jumpsuits?
Yeah, because they're delinquents.
Ooh. Look at that. Only 37 episodes.
Hey, that's not bad.
Positive reviews.
You could do that.
Yep.
James D. Perriott.
People are liking this. We're looking at our phones. This is good.
Hey. People love looking at me looking at my phone.
So anyway, there's not much else to say about the show. We've kind of talked about what works and what doesn't, but it does make me think of what they could have done if it was an X-Men show.
It also makes me think that we should watch Heroes.
Maybe one day. I mean, technically,
did you ever watch Heroes?
I probably saw 1 or 2 episodes.
Oh,
but I mean, it's in our mandate. It's in our,
yeah.
It falls into our criteria.
My partner made me watch the first couple seasons of Heroes, and I genuinely really liked it. So
I hear it did fall off a cliff after a certain point, right?
Well, everything does,
Okay, yeah.
Once it's cable TV, and if it goes on for too long, like they don't end stuff, right? That's the problem. Is like stories need an end. Otherwise, It's just like, what else can you do?
Sure. So let's play a little fun game here. Thinking of
Uh-oh.
the X-Men, we've like okay, we've run down the line. We know how they do Iceman would look like crap.
Yeah.
He would be white makeup.
Yeah.
Um,
Good for
Angel
him.
they c- Angel they could do with wires and maybe some wings like Condor Man.
It would also probably not be great, but yeah, it'd be doable.
Doable. Beast, if
Uh,
they do the blue Beast, that'd be fairly easy at this. And I'm talking 1985, right?
yeah, it would have to be a lot of makeup
Mm-hmm.
for it to look good. Same with Mystique, right? Like, and that's why you see like Mystique in all three movies. Like Jennifer Lawrence slowly wears less and less makeup, and it's more and more CGI because she's like not gonna go through all that.
Right, right, right.
Jean Grey is a girl. That one's good. Easy done.
Well, they could just give her some cool effects when she's using her powers. That's about it, right?
Cyclops, that one's easy. Glasses.
Yeah, glasses and laser bolts,
Yeah.
lasers. Yeah. And
Uh,
then the new X-Men,
Professor Xavier, a wheelchair.
yeah. I think with the new X-Men, because Colossus, if they couldn't do him in 2000, they couldn't do him in 1985, unfortunately.
Yeah, Colossus would probably run into the same problem as like the Thing.
Yeah. Unless they gave him like silver powdery makeup and just said it was metal, right?
I don't know if that would work.
Mm.
Kitty Pryde
Sure.
probably be the effects would probably be doable.
Yeah, walking through walls, that'd be fine. Yeah.
Wolverine. I love how we didn't even start with Wolverine. We're like so like Wolverine does not matter to the X-Men because he's probably irrelevant at this point. But he
Well,
would be there.
he would be there. I mean, his claws might look crappy, but that's all they'd really have to worry about is the claws, right?
Yeah, they don't have to show anything retracting.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
fine. And that's like the main.
Those
The
are the
main-
main ones. And we've mentioned Storm with electricity.
Yeah, they did
I think,
electricity already.
Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler would be tough, but they could give him like blue skin or blue fur or something.
Yeah. And like maybe his like popping in and out wouldn't be like as dramatic as in the
It would just
more
be
recent
like,
X-Men movies.
it would be like in
Yes.
Star Trek when they're just not there anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd be there and then he'd be gone.
Yeah.
But I think it would work. Like I
Mhm.
would get it. Yeah, they should have
So-
just made an X-Men TV show.
Totally right. Totally. So the thing is that if we didn't know who Courtney Cox was, I still think she was pretty good in this.
She was
Like-
fine.
Like she was likable, and I think it's clear of this group that she was the one kind of destined to be a star.
I think if like this show, all of the characters were aged down to teenagers with her, I
Yeah.
think it would have been like great. But she
Sure.
had nothing to really play off of because it was just like a young girl amongst all of these adults. And like she's clearly been traumatized by her past and nobody cares.
Right, right, right.
So, yeah, I think she's the only one of these people who continued to do things. The shrinking guy was probably fine. He could have probably done some more stuff.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Oh, he was the Predator. He wore the Predator suit.
Okay, if that's true, then that tells me he was probably more of a stuntman than an actor, right? Oh, he also played Harry in Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh,
So yeah, he was probably more of a stuntman known for his he was 7'2". Holy crap, I didn't know he
Yeah.
was that tall.
that's why he looks so like that's why he's like ducking under all of the under all of the doorways.
Mm. Oh, you know what's sad? He died at age 35 of HIV.
No, that is sad,
Uh-huh.
dude.
Yeah, it's sad.
Well, I'm glad he got to do a really iconic role. He was literally the Predator.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about this for a second.
Oh no, no.
Okay, okay.
But like people will genuinely care about the actors in the costumes as these big giant monsters, right? Like Doug Jones is very acclaimed because
Right.
he's always dressed up as these big freaky monsters, and the guy who was the Predator, that's sick. Good for him. I'm sad he's dead. That sucks.
Okay, so I didn't realize this, but the director of the Institute is played by Max Wright, and he went on to play Willie Tanner in Alf, the father. Wow, I
Oh.
didn't know that.
I wasn't allowed to watch Alf as a child because Alf eats cats, and that was absolutely distressing to me as a little girl
Ah,
obsessed with cats. So
okay,
I'm very familiar with Alf, obviously, very iconic
right.
character, but I was not allowed to watch it specifically.
Interesting.
My mother forbade it. My mother did not forbade me from doing much. She was like, watch whatever you want, ask questions, I'll explain anything that you want to do. But she's like, she cannot watch Alf because she will
No Alf.
cry,
Yep.
she will lose it. And I'm like, you know
Hmm.
what? I would. She was right. I would lose it.
Alf was one of those shows that could only exist in the 80s. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Oh,
You
what?
know what's, oh, sorry.
What?
You
No,
know,
go.
but the person that I thought was the secretary, it was the girl I was thinking of. The one, I thought she was just watching TV, but I didn't know she was the secretary. She played Harmony in the show V, which you've probably never seen, right?
I
V?
have never seen it, no.
Okay, because she's a good actress. Like she got to flex her muscles in that show, and she's actually really good. So
I
she probably
mean,
could.
she was fine in this one.
Yeah. Like honestly, if I had more, it's funny. I gotta admit, I've been watching. Everyone's always trying to find good TV shows. I've been watching a lot of TV shows lately, and they can't hold my interest. But there's a part of me that would rather watch something like this. I don't know what it is. You know, like I'm trying to catch up on Black Mirror, but they're not really sucking me in. I was trying to catch on some of the horror shows by Mike Flanagan. I started The Haunting of Bly Manor. I didn't like it. And I'm sitting there going, why am I not watching this? Or why am I not watching Birds of Prey? Right? Anyway,
I
just a thought.
think it's because, especially like these very high concept, high plot, heavy driven shows, you can't just like sit down after work and turn your brain off and watch them. You gotta like pay attention because like shit matters.
That could be part of
Because
it.
like if this character's talking to this character, I gotta know what they're saying because 3 episodes down the line, it's gonna matter. But when you're watching like sitcoms and stuff like that, that like 30 minutes where nothing really changes in between episode to episode, you just sit on the couch, just have like a beer and watch TV.
I guess that's comfort food TV, right?
Yeah. Sometimes just having something on in the background while you're doing laundry is
Hmm.
like that's why you see all these like I don't really like Friends, but people love watching Friends still, right? They just like
Hmm.
having that in the background. It's like Seinfeld. You can watch Seinfeld, have it on in the background. But like you don't really need to pay attention because not that much is happening, but it's enough to keep your attention.
I
But it's
do love
also not
Seinfeld, but
heavy and yeah.
yeah,
It's
I know what you mean. It's not heavy. Like whereas like a show like Breaking Bad or The Wire, you if you look away for 1 second, you'll miss something, right? Or you
yeah,
never know what's gonna happen
you're
next.
watching Game of Thrones and
Yeah.
you turn around and you come back in the room. I've never seen that man before in my life, and he's just killed a bunch. Like, what's happening?
Yeah,
Who
I
is?
know.
Who,
You're totally right.
what did I miss?
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
you're screwed.
Yeah.
And then turns out this guy, he's the main character for the next 3 seasons.
Mm,
But yeah, sometimes there's just that's why I think we like watching these older cartoons too, is
yeah.
because they're meant for kids, so they're not like so crammed into it. Like they're not dumb by any means, but they're not mentally straining where you have to keep focus constantly without losing it. Otherwise, will lose part of the plot.
You know what else? It's funny because I do like Star Trek Next Generation. It has some really good episodes. Like there's some excellent writing in that show, but there's something about a show like that where it is more comfort food because like if you were to watch a show like Breaking Bad, you or Game of Thrones or Walking Dead, you have no idea if a character is going to last the episode because there's people getting killed left and right out of nowhere, or there's,
Mm-hmm.
tragic things happening all the time. But it's over 70 episodes of 7 seasons of Star Trek Next Generation. One character dies. So there's always that comfort of no matter how bad things get, you know that things are going to go back to normal at the end of the 45 minutes, right? And
Yeah.
I think that makes it more comforting. It's like a sitting by the fireplace. You're just like, this is fine.
Yeah,
This is
I think I would.
comforting.
I like that kind of TV. Like, I don't have cable anymore. I don't.
Neither
So
do I.
I'm trying to think of shows that are probably like that. Is that why people like The Big Bang Theory? Because it's like easy? Not
Could
like
be.
it's again, I don't want to insult anyone who watches a show. It's whatever. It's just entertainment. But like sometimes I'd go to like when I go to visit my sister, they have it on in the background and I'm like cringing because I'm like I don't like this. But it is easy to just like tune in and tune out of it
Yeah.
in the background. So like that's why that kind of stuff does well, but there's not a lot of it anymore. Whereas like in the 80s, that
Good
was what
point.
TV was.
You know what's funny? I know what you're saying, and I feel like one thing with the new Star Trek shows is they're obsessed with being mystery boxes, where they have a mystery introduced in episode one, and then they have to spend the whole season trying to solve it, and every episode connects. First of all, the problem is they're never good with the new Star Treks. But the other problem is to me, like I said, one of the things I always liked about Star Trek is it was like comfort food, and you could just watch any episode out of order, and at the end of the episode, everything's going to wrap up. And there's something comforting about that. And I think it's like you said, it's because everything's on streaming or cable now, whereas network shows were more about being comfort food. And of course, there's a downside to that too, because the writing is not as deep, I guess. But
why does everything we consume need to be the deepest, most life-altering shit? Sometimes
right.
I just want to watch some fun stuff on the TV. I think that's why a lot of people like cooking shows. Like the Cooking Network does so well because you could just sit and watch
True.
someone cooking. And it's like engaging and entertaining. I had a long day. I don't really want to think about saving the world right now. I'm like,
right.
or like the emotional existential stress of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just turn on Friends and watch Ross get made fun of for 30 minutes.
Yep. I hear
and I'm
you.
like, you know what? So, and everything is like, seasons are smaller now. Like there's only 8 episodes, so it has to be relevant in all the 8 episodes. There's no filler anymore, which is kind of a reason why I like anime too, because like animated stuff is they have time for that kind of stuff. They like this episode, everyone's playing baseball instead of fighting the big bad guy or whatever. So little things like that. That's what I like in my entertainment sometimes, because God, is life stressful and horrible and scary and sad a lot. And maybe I just want to watch a couple guys make fun of each other on the couch.
Well, that being said, okay, final word. Do you recommend Misfits of Science?
I had to watch it, so everyone else should watch it. Honestly,
yeah.
You know, it's fine. It is an interesting enough concept that I would be interested in revisiting this, specifically for the podcast, but if we didn't have a podcast, I probably wouldn't go back.
I mean, this is more my era, but the fact that I know there's only there's only 16 episodes, I could watch this. I could give it at least one more episode to see if it gets a little bit better. So I think it's a cool concept.
Take away the worst character, so...
Yes. So,
and
I don't know.
They cut it by half an hour.
Yeah. It might be worth revisiting, so maybe I'll give it a shot one day. Maybe. We'll see.
I mean, if it's all free on YouTube, I'll watch it.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, there you go. So that wraps up our review of Misfits of Science. I always thought it was influenced by X-Men, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just a coincidence. Who knows, right?
It was definitely influenced by X-Men.
Okay.
And other superhero teams of the time.
Yep. One season, probably all available on YouTube, so look it up. It's got to be out there somewhere, so check it out. Courtney Cox, who went on to do Family Ties, Dancing in the Dark, and Friends, and Scream, and many other things. Anyway, okay, so I guess that's it. I'm not going to announce the next episode because this will be out of order, because this one's going to be dropped into an earlier timeline.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you when we're done recording.
Alternate timeline.
Yeah, an alternate timeline. But I want to thank Bex Luthor for watching another show from my youth. I hope you enjoyed it.
You're welcome. How many times can you make a girl watch TV shows that you watched when you were a kid? The series. What episode is this?
I'm going to test that theory, test that question. Anyway, I guess that's it. But whatever we do in the next one, it'll be fun. So be sure to join us. And until the next time, see you later.